Wayne and Donnie Whalen. Donnie Whalen's got fabulous testimony with his Escalade. I'm telling you, go to the site that we have, Xcelerate Fuel Tabs, Surfing Life, and you'll see I just added another one. So yeah, sure appreciate you, Donnie. Doug and Ed, welcome. Eddie McGuire up there in New York. You know, Eddie's built, besides building his Xcelerate business, he's building a little director movie making empire. Fantastic guy. Edward, your first time on the call to see. Johnny McDermott, Justine has got 3 people on the call. That's important, right? Great to be on the call. Great to be sharing all sorts of things. I got so many. Stephen Baldwin, look at that. How many people knew Stephen Baldwin, the famous actor, and is on the call? Different state, could be the same. Who knows? Wade, welcome to the call. Wade Mundy, Roger, all you people. We're going to get started on this call here for you, and we're recording it. And I want you to have a look at this. Summertime in North America, right? You want to have some fuel left for your boat? Talking about people and driving trucks, I'm going to cover that here. You about saving people money. Completely different than any other business opportunity you've ever looked at. I'm going to make you a promise. We're not going to ask you to spend 1 cent. I'm going to put money back in your pocket. Absolutely. Whether you've got a car, a boat, whether you've got agricultural equipment, water pumps, whether you run generators, whether you got a bike, you might have an older Harley like I've got, ski-doos, lawnmowers, chainsaws. My lawnmower and chainsaw runs on this all day long. Vehicles, whether you're a line haul trucker, where it does not matter. If it's got an engine in it, it needs to accelerate fuel tabs. And why am I talking about this? We're all suffering from this problem. We're suffering from the price of fuel, and it's not going away. It's not a one-time Suez Canal thing in the 60s. I remember as a kid in the early 70s having to line up. I didn't quite have a license, but our parents had sent us around in the Holden EH and EK, now I'm aging myself, right? Station wagon, and sit in the lineup all afternoon long. It was great, got to skip school. So you could sit there and wait because there was gas embargoes and the fuel shortages and the price of fuel went up, and you could go out and get. No, what's happening now? Our economy. It's the, well, you know, you could choose. Here's some choices. On this call, you can have a choice. You can have a choice to remain angry, to be angry at the government, to be angry at the Prime Minister in Australia, a few Aussies, to be angry at Justin Trudeau, to be angry at Biden, be angry at Trump, be angry at Putin, be angry at the war in Ukraine, be angry. I don't care who you're angry at. It's not going to change anything. Our financial situation, our money is losing value. Doesn't matter what currency you got. Where I live in the South Pacific here, fuel prices has tripled in 90 days, tripled. So what's that mean? It's not going away. This, what you're seeing up here, and your feeling of being taken advantage of, your feeling of not being in control, it's not going to change. So we have a solution. That's why I'm so excited about this. You're going to save people money. That's all it's about. Get good at saying to someone, hey, how do you feel about the price of gas? That's all you got to get good at saying. Hey, how do you feel about the price of gas? And they will rant and rave and you edge them on, right? You say, yeah, man, I'm angry at the government too. Well, yeah, if they got that pipeline fixed, yeah, I'm angry at the president, yeah. And you let them go. They will yell and scream, and the more they yell and scream, the more they complain, the more they're actually selling themselves. And then all you got to do is get good at saying the next sentence. So what are you going to do about that? They'll always answer, I don't know. Now everything changes, because you can say, I found something that saved me money in solving that problem. Can you tell me what it is? You see, it went from sales to solving a problem. And we're solving a problem that every single person you know is suffering, coronavirus. I'm going to show you how to put some money back into your tank. That's important, right? I'm not asking you to spend money on some health product that you probably wouldn't have spent money on. I'm not asking you to go out there and trying to convince you and talk to you about some blockchain crypto technology. Not doing that. We're just saving the problem, like right here. How many of you know people? I guarantee if you walk out your door and look left and right, up and down your street, most people you know are thinking what this gal's thinking. Gee willikers, do I stop now? I better not get a full tank. I can't afford that. I got to buy groceries on the way home. I got a car payment. I got a house payment to make. Start solving their problem for them. That's what we're doing. That's why I'm excited, because this is going It's already exploding. It's going to explode, and you're going to have great success. This is not about you making money. This is about saving people money. And when you save people's back pocket at the fuel pump, go further for less, they're going to go out and start to share it. That's what it's about. Xcelerate Fuel Tabs is the answer. Xcelerate Fuel Tabs, you know, there's been selling it commercially. I just had a fellow from Australia texted me on the last call, and he said, you know, you mentioned 801 Racing and Rensley, and he went and looked it up, and he went, hey, how come? I went, yeah, they've had the same product for 35 years, but none of you people, no mums and dads heard about it, because we're the first time we're out there marketing it to the public in a pill. You see, it's marketed in large packages in powder form to entities. Davis County Sheriff in Utah, they've been on it for a year. They went from $90,000 a year fuel budget to $73,000. Let me cover something right now. I share these on the Zooms, and there's so many more. There's all trucking companies in Alberta, other people we've introduced this to, and people say, hey, get me their number. I want to call them. You know what? Walmart got a hold of Rensley and said, take it off. We're tired of having people call us. No, we're not going to send our logs. No, we're not going to send our fuel statements. No, these people are into saving fuel, not building your business for you. If it runs, it needs to accelerate. Sorry, but if you keep asking me, I'm not going to send you that. Go out there and just share it. If it runs, you see, you might be driving a truck, car, SUV, could be driving a large tractor trailer. It doesn't matter. You know, people, all you guys in Alberta there that are on this call, BC and Saskatchewan, you know, farmers, you know what they're running? They're running tractors and combines and seeding units. They're running trucks that are pulling B trains and grain trains. They're running fuel pumps that run on diesel, right, for the irrigation. They're running diesel generators, like I got a big one on my house. Why are they doing that? Because they need to operate their business. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to help them save money. And when you help them save money, they're going to start sharing it with their friends and neighbors. That's what this is about. It's a simple question. Would you swap $24 for $60? Really simple question, eh? Would you swap $24 for $60? Absolutely, everyone says. How? Well, a $24 pack. That's what you're buying if you're just a retail one-time user customer. You will save a minimum of $60 in fuel costs. I'm not talking about what we got going on here with the maintenance on your vehicles, all of that. You'll just save and I've done this very conservatively. Would you swap $60 for $180? See, $60, which is 3 of these $24 packs, you're going to save $180 on fuel costs. Would you swap $160 for $600? Absolutely, right? Because you can buy 10 packs. That's 10 of these $24 packs for a discount. You see, on the $24 pack, that's just like someone that says, I got a vehicle, I'm going to test it out, right? Be like someone going to a restaurant going, it doesn't matter about a menu. I'm just going to have a bowl of salad or a bowl of soup, not staying for the steak or the seafood, right? So they're buying that pack and it's $4 a tablet. But if you say I've got more than one vehicle and I've got a business, I'm going to start sharing this. And if you got product on hand, that's the key, man. If you ask a person, how do you feel about the price of fuel, and you tell them a solution, but you don't have it on hand, you haven't really helped them, right? But if you go, yeah, and you say, look, I'll give you my pack, and you sell it to them. You don't give it to them for free. There's no value in free. You sell them your pack. You physically give it to them and say, give me $30. You go, Mel, it's 24. No, you paid shipping and handling and taxes. Here you go. Try this, $30. I guarantee I'm going to put double your money back in your pocket on savings. Why wouldn't you do it? And they go, yeah, absolutely. I'll do it. I just watched you put one in your tank. And that's what you do. But you can't do it unless you got a 60 pack or $160 pack, because you need product on hand. And the more you get, you see, this is $4 a tablet. Here you're buying it for $3.33 a tablet. Here you're buying it for $2.66 a tablet. So fabulous, right? So where got Xcelerate Fuel Tabs the answer to the problem? Now you're expecting me to go into the atomization of fuel and a molecular structure scientist. I'm not that. You see, neither are you. All you got to do is tell people you're going to go further for less. We're going to keep your engine younger. You're going to save on fuel. You're going to take back fuel. Let me find a sheet of paper here. This is how it works. If you want a science lesson, here's a fuel molecule, right? One sheet of paper. This is fuel. It's going to burn, right? Gasoline and diesel and oil burns, so does paper. If I light this piece of paper, it's going to burn from one side to the other. This molecule, this piece of paper, is going to release what energy is in it. But if I take the same piece of paper and I cut it up into 100 small pieces and put it in a pile and light it, the same amount of fuel, but it releases the energy twice as fast and more efficiently. That's exactly what one part of our technology does. It takes a fuel molecule that tends to clump together, especially diesel, and it breaks it apart. It doesn't change the structure of the fuel. It doesn't alter the composition of fuel. It just, through nanotechnology, takes that one molecule and makes hundreds and hundreds of smaller molecules. So you get far, far better efficiency. How's it clean your engine? Well, another part of the technology, which is patented, when we burn fuel, we create carbon. You burn anything, you create carbon. Now, carbon is a buildup, and it's kind of like a rough element in your engine. And that's what wears your pistons and your piston rings and your cylinder walls and your piston heads and your valve heads and your valve stems and your valve seats and all the parts and pieces of your engine. And it starts to wear them down. And the more miles you put on your engine, the older it gets, the slower it gets, the less horsepower, the less torque, and the fuel mileage goes up. Well, that unburnt fuel, which is carbon buildup in your car, is emissions going out your exhaust pipe, eventually polluting the atmosphere. This product will take that unburnt product and turn it back into fuel, and you'll start reburning it. Therefore, you'll have less emissions. Therefore, you'll get further burn quality. Therefore, your engine will get younger. So what's going to happen? You're going to save at the pump. You're going to take back control. I'll say one short, small thing here. You guys that are here that know anybody in trucking in the US and Australia, you know the word color blue. In the US, it's called DEF. That's a fuel additive. And any vehicle that's a diesel and it's 10 years or newer has that DEF code in it. And the DEF is a sensor. DEF is a fuel additive to reduce the emissions, right? Coming out the tailpipe. And if you don't have DEF in your fuel tank, and if you drive a truck, it's expensive, right? Your truck shuts off. The sensor picks it up and the engine's shut off. That's law now. Well, by putting, you didn't hear me say this, you didn't hear me say it, but by putting Xcelerate Fuel Tabs in your fuel tank, your truck sensor that's sensing the efficiency and the carbon emissions does not realize there's no DEF in the tank, but the pumping out is way better and it will not, your truck doesn't shut off. So you're getting the same effect as what DEF is doing, which is very expensive, in a $3.33 or a $2.66 tablet. Got my drift? Start saving money. So people say, Mal, like a guy just sent me a business card. I went, great, Warner, if you're on the call down there in Australia, here's your best business card right here. Check it out. This is the package. It's the original. We're the original company, Xcelerate Fuel Tabs. It works in cars and trucks and motorbikes and tractors. It works in lawnmowers. It works in boats. It increases your fuel efficiency. I just showed you. It lowers your emission. That makes sense. I just showed you. Increases your engine power. We all want to be like Tim Allen, right? We all want more power, right? We want to go faster. It means you don't have to put your foot on the gas as hard, and cleans your engine. One tablet will treat 20 gallons, or for you Canadians and Australians, 70 liters. It's around about a tablet a tank, right? That's where you can look up your manufacturer, but most vehicles are 15 to 25 or 30. Say you got a big truck, you're running 40 gallons, put 2 tablets in. You got a truck that runs 30 gallons, put 1.5 tablets. They're scored on the back, they'll snap into quarters. I take a quarter and put in my bike. I have my bike, you see it on my pictures. I put a quarter in my bike tank. It treats up to 120 gallons. That's 6 tanks of gas, right? It's patented. It's right here on our package. We're the only company patented. We're the only company EPA registered. Others will say it. They're not. If their name is not the same name on the EPA registration as the product they're selling, they're not EPA registered. Okay, you're driving along, you get stopped by the police and they say, your car, yes. Can you show me insurance and registration? Yeah, Wayne Lawler, you got stopped in your landscaping truck and you hand that out to Constable Whitaker. Yeah, I remember that guy. He used to pick me up my Jaguar all the time. And it's the registration's in Billy Bob Brown's name. That's not your vehicle. Well, if your EPA registration's in a different name, that's not EPA registered. You're just piggybacking in another company. 100% safe, 35 years. Why do I bring this up? Because your vehicle is usually the second biggest expense, right? We all call our vehicles he, she, and her. Come on, gal. Come on, sweetheart. Her, come on, right? Why? Because they cost us a lot and we love them. Now, if you're going to put something that's inferior in it, you wouldn't want to do that, right? You want to make something that's got 35 years of research. It'll save on fuel. You get more miles per gallon, more kilometers per liter. It saves on your maintenance. It cleans your engine. It lowers your emissions. It will not change the octane level of the fuel. Let me cover that for 1 second. If somebody claims that their, pardon me, their product changes the octane level, that's a flat out lie. You can't do that. That's a physical impossibility. What happens is, because you're getting a far better fuel efficiency burn, if you're running a vehicle that says when you open the fuel tab and it tells you that you have to put high-end fuel in, premium fuel, right? If you're running a vehicle like that, you can put lower octane fuel in, and you'll get a higher burn rate, and your engine light won't come on or your fuel light won't come on. Now, I want to tell you something right here. If you're running 94 gasoline in your Cadillac, right, or in your Lexus, and you go down to 87 octane fuel, then your mileage will go down, will it not? Because you've got a lower rate of burn. But then you put in Xcelerate Fuel Tabs and it'll come back. You may not get as great a gas mileage saving if you're running the same octane level fuel, but you're still saving 50 to 60 cents a gallon at the tank, right? That's important, but you'll still get a savings. But don't fall for, hey, it lowers the octane, it boosts the octane level. That's not true. Increase more power, more combustion, more torque. And how did it all come about? Dr. Parrish, PhD scientist who loved racing, 801racing.com. Go check him out. And what did he do? He loved racing. He said, I want the edge. I want to have a faster car. And I maybe want to help the other teams. And he formulated a solid fuel catalyst. Exactly what we got for car racing. And he became very famous in NHRA quarter mile drag racing and in NASCAR. And with that famous came the attention of the government. And the government asked him if he would go and work for NASA and take the same technology and see if he could apply it to solid rocket fuel technology for the Hercules rocket program. That's the rockets that lift the space shuttle. And he did that, and it worked. It was fabulous, great success. So they decided to take a worldwide patent out as the family, the Parrish family. And they've treated more than 4 billion gallons. Does it work? You better believe it works. There's 0 claims. It's been out for 35 years. It's EPA registered. That's the backstory of this. And now you have the opportunity to share it to the public. It's never been shared to the public before. So if we're watching this on a recording on YouTube, pause the clip and read all this information here. All this tells you is that we're registered. We have a technology that nobody else has. They all try and copy us, but they can't. You know why they can't? Because it's patented. Doesn't matter about, oh, yeah, we copied them. No, you didn't, because you're breaking a patent law. So you didn't copy us. You got an inferior product that's got tetramethylbenzene 1,2,4,5 in it. Go look up what else you're putting in your vehicle, because you don't want this. Here's what you want to know. 80% reduction in emissions? Yeah, makes sense, right? Up to 20% or more on savings on fuel? Yeah, makes sense, right? Increase my power by 30%? Yeah, makes sense, right? Will it hurt my engine? No. OEM compliant. That also means it won't void your manufacturer. You see, anything you put in your engine that changes the composition, that'll void your manufacturing. This does not. That means it's OEM compliant. So let's move on. Xcelerate Fuel Tabs, Xcelerate Fuel Tabs, EPA. See, name matches. 100% biodegradable. Isn't that odd? People ask me that. Well, you know, where does fuel come from? Oil. Where's the oil come from? The earth makes it. Don't fall for that silly nonsense. It's from the dinosaurs, fossil fuel. That was one of the biggest lies perpetuated on mankind. So you would think that the fuel was going to run out. But everybody realized in the 70s it wasn't running out. You know, the same oil fields in the east of Texas since the 1870s are still pumping out more oil than what they had before. And every 10 years, back in the early 1900s, they kept saying, it's going to run out, it's going to run out. The earth makes oil. It's a product of our earth. But if it's an earth made, that would make it organic, wouldn't it? Isn't that odd? Most people think of fuel as a chemical. No, it's organic. And our product is 100% biodegradable because it's an actual fuel itself. It's guaranteed 30 years, no claims, no nothing. So where am I building up to now? You're going, wow, I want to put this in my vehicle. And you could be like Dave Andreas. He's driving a, 280,000 kilometers on his Grand Voyager Dodge Royal Caravan. He does all his trade shows, and he just posted about extra fuel mileage. You could be like any one of the other 50 people already on our Facebook posting about what Kit Carl, the BMW, and the husband's Porsche Cayenne. You could, it doesn't matter who it is, they're all saying how fabulous this product is. And when people start sharing that they're saving money, they're helping everybody's hip pocket, your business is going to grow. I'm going to take less than 5 minutes looking at the time. I'm going to show you how you can build a business. And instead of just having ones or twos, your business will look like this. You'll have hundreds and if not thousands of people in your business with you, and they're all saving money. So you go out and share this. Now, before we get into the pay plan, you're not going to hear any titles. There's no gold or emerald or diamond here. There's no hoops to jump through. There's no levels you got to maintain. There's nothing. If you become part of our company for free, there's no cost to join our company like any other company. You can go out and start marketing this product. And if you market it, you'll get a fast start bonus. But let me tell you something. If you don't order a $60 package, you can't participate in the second half of this pay plan. That's the only qualification we have. So you can come on board for free, go out and market our product. Someone buys a $24 pack product, whether you own any one of these 3 packs, you're paid $10 fast start bonus. You can go out and own any one of these 3 packs and someone orders a $60 pack from you on their initial first order, you're paid $21 fast start bonus. Someone orders through that person, right? You help Mary, Mary orders, you got paid $21. Mary tells her friend Betty, Betty orders, you got paid $6. Betty tells a mate that she works with, Bill, Bill orders, you got paid $3. 3 levels of fast start bonus. On the $160 pack, regardless of which product you ordered, you go out and help someone and they start with a 10 pack. They say, I want a lot of product on hand. I want to have enough to get people and get it in their hands and they can see how good it works. And they'll start ordering and I'll get paid. You know what'll happen? You get paid $56. Those people, any one of those people helps your people help someone, you get paid 16. And any one of those people help someone, you get paid 8. This is a 50% payout in fast start. Got it? A $24 pack gives you 20 points, 50%, $10. A $60 pack gives you 60 points, 50%, 60. A $160 pack gives you 160 points, 50%, 56, 16, and 8. You got it, right? 50%, half the money. Now, after their initial order, and because it works, they keep ordering, right? That's what we always will do this. Now, this is not something that you got to order to get paid for. This is something you're ordering because it's saving you money. So it may not be every month. It might be every week or every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, depending on your fuel usage. Now, from this point on, if you have a $60 pack on order for a running 30-day period, you'll qualify for everything I'm going to tell you. That's all you got to know. $60 pack. So anyone in your team, we have a team. All those people you've personally enrolled and all the other members in their team, as they personally enroll people, if they're in your team, there's you. There is 3 people. It fills left to right. 1, 2, 3. The next people come on board, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 9 on the next level. Then it fills again, 27, 81, 256, and it fills left to right like a typewriter. Anyone, anywhere in that team, whether you bought them in, anyone else bought them in, I don't care how they got there, they order a $24 pack. Every time they order it, you're paid $1. 8 levels deep. That's 9,980 people. Anywhere, anyone in your team orders a $60 pack, regardless of what they had before, regardless how they started, as long as you've got a $60 pack, you're paid $3. Anywhere in that team orders a $160 pack, as long as you've got a $60 order, you're paid $8. Pretty simple, right? There's no having to have a left leg be 10% of whatever the other leg's volume is in a binary. There's no having to be able to have 50% of your volume coming from one leg of your business. There's no having to have so many directors and so many diamonds and pearls or whatever. No, one $60 order and you get paid. Got this? Now, when you notice that we're growing at a fabulous rate because we're saving money, these numbers add up extremely fast. So here's where you have it. 1, 2, 3. Regardless whether you put them in there or someone else did, a different line. And each one of these people, as they bring people in, this man here, he's going to have 3. That could come from him. But if you go out and enroll someone, it's going to land in the next spot. It's going to fill up his front line. That's okay. There's no problem with that. And it'll keep going across. And we get paid 8 levels deep. So let's have a look. I just showed you $112 showed up. You see, you might be this guy and you haven't even put anybody in yourself. You haven't got out of the gate, but your team's growing and your team starts filling up. Our company will pay you 3 levels deep, 3, 9, 27, that's 39 members, even if you have not bought somebody in yourself. Got it? As long as you have a $60 order. So besides taking that $60 order and saving 180 on gas, you can earn, now all these examples, I'm not using the $8 payout. That'd be 2.5 times more money, right? No, I'm only going to use the $3 payout here. I'm going to use the low end. You would earn $112. If you go out and help just 2 people, just 2, you can earn 6 levels deep in this. That's 1,000, a little over 1,000 members. And it doesn't matter how those people get there, just on that $60 order, $3 paid to you, that's over $3,000 a month. Is that going to make a big difference to you? Think about this. It's your business is growing. It's going to grow faster the more people you bring in. That's for sure, because those people are going to start sharing with their neighbors. They're going to get off this call, walk out their front drive, look to the left, look to the right, and say in their heart, why would I not go and share with my friends that they can save on fuel? Don't knock on your neighbor's door and say, hey, I want to tell you about a business get stinking rich. Go over there and say, hey, Bob. Go over and say, hey, Bob, I've been saving money on fuel. I think you'd be interested, wouldn't you? What's he going to say? Yes, always. You know, if you go and help just 2 more people, now you've got 4 people personally enrolled. The company will pay you all the way down to 7 levels deep, regardless how those people got there. And what's that? That's a $9,000 plus a month income coming in just on the $3. Go out and help 1 more, 5 people, and they'll pay you the whole 8 levels deep. $29,000 a month. Now I'm talking about the $3. More than half this team have got $160 orders last month. That means they're $8 payouts. That's a lot more than that, right? That's 2.5 times more. Now I've had some members on this call here. I can point some of you out, and they're going, you know, Jim on the call. I go, man, when I spoke to Jim, the first guy I talked to about this company, he went, Mal, I'll blow through that 9,800 odd people in a heartbeat. I went, yeah, I know you will. I'm not bothered, and you shouldn't be bothered. And he was like, why? I'd like to earn a lot more than 30 grand a month, or at $8, I'd like to earn a lot more than $110,000 a month. Well, you can. You can, because let me cover this one quick thing. People ask me to put this slide in. I never bothered with it. We have dynamic compression. That means the company will always find 8 qualified members. So don't worry about someone came in your matrix and not building it. It doesn't matter. You see number 10 here places an order. It looks above straight away to the first position. They got a $60 order, they're paid. It looks above to the next position. They got a $60 order, they're paid. It looks above to the next position. This person's only got a $24 pack. They miss out in the matrix pay. So it doesn't pay them, jumps over. This guy's got a $160 order. That's qualified. He's paid. The next two people didn't order for the month. Okay, it jumps over them. You see, it'll always find 8 people. It always pays out the maximum. So we're always getting paid 8 levels deep. That means you could get paid by people 12 or 13 levels deep in your team. Now, here's why there is no limit to this pay plan. Your team's going to grow. And I guarantee you, because you're first in here, you're one of the founders, you're one of the people who are out there to start this whole program, you're going to end up with more than 10,000 people in your matrix. And what happens there? You go, Mel, I'm capped and I got a taste of the big money and I want more. Well, every single person that you personally enrolled, you get paid a 50% matching bonus. That's right. And it doesn't matter where they are. You see, they could be on your first level. They could be on your third level. They could fall down into number 13 level outside your 8-level matrix. They could fall down into number 313 level or 3013 level. It does not matter over time how far away they are. Every time you personally introduce a person, whatever they earn on their monthly matrix income, you're paid a flat 50%. So if you got to go out there and jump through a bunch of hoops and be Mr. Qualifier and have all this volume, and no, you need a $60 order. That's it. What a fabulous plan we got, right? Because we're saving mums and dads money at the gas pump, we also want mums and dads to make money here. That's what this whole company's about. So remember that minimum pay I was just showing you before? So that guy that didn't bring anybody in but still earned $112, if you introduced him, you'd be earning minimum 56 bucks on that, right? That person that came in and just introduced 2 and they're earning $3,000 plus, you're making a 50% matching bonus. That's one person. So what about if you had 3 people? There's an extra $4,800 a month. What about if you had 10 people? What about if you like Jim and you got way more than 10? What about if you like Rick Ricketts out there? He's going to go to do 200 personally enroll. So I'm just showing you what's going on here. A 50% matching bonus on the low end of what our payout is on every single person, regardless over time where they fall in your family build, your community build. With one qualification, not having to match a leg, not having to go out and be some leader and have 100,000 points to get this, none of that. A $60 order. Can you understand why we're so excited? You see, it's your turn. Donnie Smith's on this call. Donnie up there, you know, him and his brother, his twin, I'm a twin, he's got a twin brother, and a couple other guys in this call. A handful of years ago, they had a fuel deal. They went out and marketed it. They made $6 million. They know this is going to be better than that. This is why I'm excited for you guys. And it begins with one pill and one choice, whether you're going to put it in your vehicle or not. Then whether you're going to start to share it. And you share it by not saying people are going to get rich in a business. You share it by saving money at the gas pump. Tell them, I'm going to help you save money. Everybody wants that. Everybody listens. And what's going to happen? Your business is going to grow and explode, and it's going to be an unbelievable ride for you. I've had a ride like this half a dozen times in my life, and the last couple of ones were incredible. You know, I live on a nice lifestyle, 10.5 acres on a beach in the Pacific Islands here. You can have that choice, but the choice is, 1, stop being angry at the government and all that nonsense you can't control. Take back control yourself. Get the product, get it in your tank, and start sharing the results. 2, once you start sharing the results, plug that team member into us. Get them plugged into our Facebook group so they can share all the testimonies from everybody else. Get them plugged into the Telegram group so they can share all the tools. Get them plugged into the YouTube channel. There are 60 clips on there now I think I've got for you guys. Get them plugged in and let all of that share the message. Instead of you trying to explain it scientifically, say, go here. Look at Thomas Parrish, the CEO of Rensley, explain how it works. How's the pay plan work? Go here. Watch what Dan Maltese, the CEO and the owner, explains how the pay plan works. Go here, watch this. Get good at directing traffic, and your team will build, and your income will build, and then you can stop being a victim, because we're all in that pickle right this moment with what's going on in the world. We're all about to become victims of circumstance. If you make the right choice, you could win. Now, I like to wrap up with this. This is about racing, right? That's how it all started. Dr. Parrish, years ago, passion for racing. This company and this product and what you got with this opportunity is just like a Formula One race car, the highest end of all the racing. And your Formula One car that you got, it's got the highest horsepower engine in the back. It's got the slickest tires on it. It's got the most aerodynamic body. It's on the front row, pole position, right there at the front. And this race is right out there in front of you to make a difference, change your life. Go out there and win. That guy's about to drop the flag. You know, the only reason you're not going to win at the checkered flag, the only reason you're not going to have $1 million business, the only reason you're not going to have $1 million income, the only reason you're not going to have $1 million lifestyle, just too afraid to put your foot on the gas. Get back to the person that invited you to this call.